I knew it! I knew there was going to be a new Planet Zoo pack, and sure enough, here it is, the Planet Zoo Europe pack, announced for exactly the 14th of December, which happens to be, just like I predicted, the day when we would have the update for the 1.8 update to Planet Zoo. So I knew that this big chonkin' honkin' update that we have over here was definitely going to be backed up by a pack, and sure enough it is. And this is such a cool update, you guys. I was so excited when more information about it came out yesterday, and I just kind of set on talking about it because I knew that there was going to be a pack announced. Sure enough, we have the pack coming. It's so cool. We're actually going to go ahead and we are going to have, let's see here, the Alpine Ibex, the social European badger. Wow, the badgers we have here in America would not be considered social whatsoever. The European fallow deer, oh my gosh, those guys are so pretty. Like, those guys are so heckin' pretty. Truly. Because they got spots. They got spots. Yeah, they're very pretty. And then we have the reclusive fire salamander, which I didn't know fire salamanders were European, but apparently they are. They're a common salamander species found in Europe, noted. There's a lot of salamander species you can actually find here in North Carolina because we live in a temperate rainforest up in the mountain range. You can't find, well, not in a temperate rainforest where I live in the foothills, but up in the mountains, temperate rainforest, you guys have heard me talk about it a bazillion times, but there's a lot of salamanders up there, including the hellbender, which if you guys have not seen the hellbender, that big old mud puppy is also native. Like, here's a salamander, tiger salamander, here's a hellbender, here's a Chinese giant salamander, and here's a guy. Like, these guys are pretty big, but I think they're adorable, and one of their nicknames is the mud puppy, and I think that that is such a cute name for them. I would love to have some mud puppies in the future. But we're gonna have those guys, and it's also going to be a Christmas market theme pack. So I can't imagine anything more perfect for our setup that we have in Ice Outpost. So I'm probably going to be bringing that back if we don't have a new zoo or new world for like the 14th. And then we also have restaurants that we get to have now, which is going to be like really, really cool. I'm so tickled about that. And shop counters, which made me freak out because now we no longer have to have a shop shell. I was talking about this so much on our walk today, and Chips just was like politely nodding along like he understood what I was saying. And the burrows! Burrows! I'm so excited about this! So the animals will go into burrows that will actually have a little underground habitat camera. So you can go ahead and see what's going on inside the habitat, which is exactly what I was trying to set up in our like beaver zoo. And it turns out you can link it with the billboard screens so the guest can see like the internal habitat camera just like I was building. And then of course animal memorials, which actually let you go ahead and memorialize like the last 300 animals in your zoo. I think it is 200, pardon me, the last 200 animals in your zoo, or favorite animals, so that you never ever ever will forget them, which I think is really sweet. And you can even put in memorials for like other creatures or other animals from your like real life, because we hope the memorial features allow you to dedicate meaningful decorations to your beloved animals both from within and outside of Planet Zoo. And basically all of this is amazing, and I'm so freaking excited. I might even make a little video on the vlog or on the main channel just like squeaking about this because this is so cool. Ah, I can't wait to be able to have a big Christmas market. That's giving me Vlogmas feels. And ta-da! It's Christmas lunch. Some fresh, still warm pita bread that I tore up. We have some fresh cucumber and some garlic and onion free hummus because unfortunately I am allergic to garlic and onions that my beloved husband Chips made, and it's so good. It's really creamy and perfect. I love it. And then a little mint tea. Totally gonna revive me and get me ready to make a big announcement video about the newest DLC coming for Planet Zoo. Busy day. Check this out. We're making progress. I'm so excited. We're actually starting to fill in some of the little outlines I have of all of the different markings to indicate how long Vlogmas is and how much there is to do for Vlogmas. And I'm so proud. When I first thought about doing Vlogmas, I really didn't think that we'd be able to get this far when I was in kind of like that deep pit mode, and to see that I just have been putting one foot in front of the next and doing my best to try to carry on. It's so deeply rewarding to color all this in, and now I'm starting to look at the whole picture and think, oh my goodness, it's gonna feel so good to look back on this when I flip through my joy journals and I see like all of these colored in. I'm gonna feel so proud of myself, and I'm just gonna feel like so amazed that I managed to do all of this, because this is becoming a proper event now. Like, this is really exciting. It's not just a goal, it's something that's actively unfolding, and already I have so many happy little memories tucked into all of these little pieces, like the gyroid dig site, or working on Vesta's little house in our Animal Crossing series, the way we've been carrying things on to the point where now we have Gladys in. She was our big surprise on the first day. The fact that I left some space down here in my heart hoping I could get the Zoo Crafting Advent Treasure event going, and it's actually here. We already have one colored in. All the rest are going to be so easy to do now that I've pre-prepared everything. And that each day I've been able to add another little star to Vlogmas. This is fantastic. I'm really, really, really proud of myself. It's actually been helping so much to have this event to sort of channel my thoughts every day, because I feel like I've pushed myself just a little bit, not too much, not to the point where I feel super overwhelmed, but just have pushed myself so that I really feel motivated in a different way. I think it's kind of like the way artists will do like Inktober, or writers will do NaNoWriMo for National Novel Writing Month. And this, for me, the little Vlogmas challenge that we have set up both on the gaming channel and over here, I think was my way of, I know I can do this. I know that my emotions are trying to tell me that I can't. I know that my anxiety is trying to tell me that I can. I know that my mood is trying to focus on all the negatives. But I know I could do this, and I know I could have a good time, and I know I can accomplish it. And because I gave myself that extra little push of like attaching to a Vlogmas event, I've been able to overcome all of those hurdles of like my emotions wanting to be focusing on the negative and telling me that it wouldn't be worth it to do this attempt, and my mind trying to ruminate on those things. And instead, I've been having so much fun. I really have. And as the momentum is carrying on and we're still doing like day after day, I feel like I really can accomplish things. And that's such a completely different feeling than when you're in the middle of those dark nihilistic pits and you feel like you can't accomplish anything and you can't change anything. And now, because I've just been not trying to make it perfect, but just doing my best to continue with this flow of a challenge every day, I feel the momentum picking up under me, and I feel like I can accomplish things. And that's really great, because I was journaling this morning and I realized I'm actually a pretty ambitious person. And I guess that should have been obvious when I set a goal of having 10,000 YouTube videos like 7 years ago, and then I did it last month. 10,000 videos on our main channel, which really, wow. When I think about that, just like, wow, you know? Oh my gosh, it covered literally thousands and hundreds of adventures across hundreds of different games and stories that I made up myself. And I feel like my personality is the type where it's good for me to be ambitious, because it's good for me to challenge myself right on that edge that leads you to growth. And being able to kind of attach myself to a daily event like this seems to be helping me so much that I'm actually thinking once Vlogmas is over, I might try other kinds of special events. I might decide to do some other formal events, like like NaNoWriMo, except I would work on wiki pages for like our characters so that new people to our community could catch up on zoo crafting or catch up on our Sims series without having to start at the very beginning and being confused. Or I might set a challenge to myself to like bike 100 miles or something like that on my little exercise bike. There's something about just finding the right balance of a challenge that you can really modify to be in that golden green zone between your growth and not being too hard. Like, you don't want it to be too hard, you want it to be like in a growth zone. That seems to be really helping me out a ton, because now I have concrete evidence when I look into my journal and I see all of those things colored in that says, yeah, I can accomplish it. And so it gives me a lot of confidence to start having my mind feel free to imagine other things I would like to accomplish and to have a bit of confidence behind that. So this is nice. This is really nice. And I think even after Vlogmas ends, I'm going to be thoughtful about maybe making my own little customized challenge. It might be something like daily zoo crafting for a little while, or it might be something like, oh, I don't know, maybe go on like an extra big walk every day. I have to think about that, and I have to think about areas where I want to grow, and then maybe making a sort of special celebration of an event centered around that growth is just a great way to kind of support myself over the hurdles that you kind of have show up and try to tell you that you can't do things, to detour you off of the accomplishment you're trying to go for. I think the key is just making sure that you stay in your zone of growth and you don't bite off way more than you can chew and then turn around and tell yourself, see, I told you you could never do it. And then I think the other thing is that you don't want to overwhelm yourself, which I guess is biting off more than you can chew. But yeah, so I'm going to be thinking about that. Things to do even after Vlogmas is over that can really represent growth. Because I think these kinds of challenges give you the focus to really make sure that growth happens, and it's not just something that stays only in your imagination forever. So I'm gonna think about that. Some of the work I was getting done today included ordering our December postcards. Look how cute these are. This is going to be the postcard for our December Patreon Flying Squirrels. We have Mama Sky and Fauna playing in the snow and catching snowflakes. Then we have Chips and I hanging out with this beautiful Christmas tree. I really love it. It's so cute. Alari did such a great job. And then we have Celeste and Ione hanging out here on a beautiful starry night. So that is actually going to be the postcard that we are going to have go out for anybody who's like our flying squirrels this like coming month. And then let me see really quickly if I can find where the cute little sticker is. It's hiding deep inside of my like piles and piles of folders, but I found it, and here's the sticker. So this is going to be our Brewster Gyroid sticker, and it looks freaking adorable. I am so excited about it. Alari is also working on a very special second sticker that may or may not get here in time, and if it doesn't, then I'll definitely put it up in the little Patreon secret shop I'm trying to put together to share with you guys, because it's very cute, but I'll reveal more about that sticker later. And then gosh, I wonder, let me see if I have over in my merchandise folder, just to show you guys what some of our past Decembers have looked like. Do I have it in here? Oh, I don't think I have it in here. Darn. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Yay! So here is one of the past postcards that we had from way back when. Alari made it with our woodpeckers and our little Bulbasaur planter back when the raccoons were always trying to steal things. All of the events that happened. I think this was 2017 because it was the year that we started Patreon, and it has just so many little hidden Easter eggs. It's really a cute little thing to see. I'm gonna show it to her just to make her squirm over her old art, but it's so cute. I really love that we try to like add in a certain theme like Christmas trees during December, or cow plants, my favorite, cow plants during March, my birthday month. I'm probably going to beg Alari to like do another cow plant because I can't get enough of them. I'm pretty sure she's had enough of them, but I can't get enough of them. And I absolutely love the cow plants. Let's see, did we do it? I know we did another one. Was it this one? It was probably this one. and cow plant sticker. That was March's Patreon rewards. Oh, I love it so much. My precious, precious cow plant. Hey guys. It's been a very busy day again, actually, but it was a bunch of boring stuff that I didn't want to bother showing you guys because it was just me ordering like postcards and ordering stickers and getting things ready for our Patreon stuff, filling out more postcards to send out for last month's rewards. Gosh, what else did I do today? Oh yeah, and I ordered a whole bunch of pictures from Chips and I's last year as kind of a surprise for him. So I went through all of the photos that we took over the last year, and I have them being printed and shipped to the house right now. Shh, don't tell him. As a fun surprise, kind of like a Christmas surprise, I suppose you could say. But it's with the theme of how we celebrate Christmas and the winter holidays, really being more about cherishing family and reminiscing and making happy memories and thinking about all the happy memories we've had as a family. And it's been our first year of, like, first full year of marriage. Now we're working on year number 2, which is surreal to think about. It really makes it feel like we've like slipped. I feel like one of my feet is caught up in one timeline and the other foot is like sliding the other direction in another timeline. Because on the one hand, I feel like he and I have been married forever. On the other hand, I feel like I need to clue you guys in on, like, yeah, he and I got married, even though we talked about it in the past. But I guess that's because the last couple of years have really kind of distorted time quite a bit. And I have to say, it's really made my heart feel so happy to be able to spend some more personalized time just with you guys like this. And a lot of you, like Jack and everybody else in the JJ, I know you too, in our Patreon Discord, and many of you, Hannah, and so many of you sweet, sweet people in our comments have let me know that you've missed this too. Because it's really rewarding and refreshing for me after 8 years as Siri to also have this little bit of space to kind of be Siri/Sage. And Vlogmas has really helped me bring a tone of myself back to you guys. A piece of myself now that the chaos of the early COVID times has settled into, at least we kind of have the pace of life down now, even if it's not ideal. I feel like I can really connect myself with all of you again, and it's such a huge relief. It's such a huge relief to be myself with everyone and to not have to feel like you're holding up a big apparatus, or that you're too far away from feeling a real connection with people. One of the things I've always cherished about our community is that even though we've grown quite a bit on the gaming channel, we actually have a smaller core of like audience members because we have such a diverse amount of stuff on our channel. I actually love that. I get comments almost every day saying, "Oh Siri, it's so sad that you don't have more views on this video," or stuff like that. But I never think like that because I figure we cover so many different series and so often that it's kind of like we have a big sprawling botanical garden or a zoo where you can go to your favorite section and just hang out with a smaller group of people there. So we have like millions of views every month on our gaming channel. That's a lot of people. But I've always cherished the fact that even though we have grown so much, and even though I am getting a little excited that I think we're getting close to 700,000 on the main channel very soon here, even though it's grown that big, I've cherished that there's always still been that personal feeling. That there's always still been that feeling that I'm never overwhelmed in any one place. I'm never going to go to any of our videos and feel completely blown away by how many people are there and how big the comment section is, because there's always enough room for everybody at the table and for everybody to come and talk and have fun and find a community that is consistent there. One of my favorite things on our gaming channel is seeing people like make friends in the comments, even to this day, where it's like, "Oh hey, it's you again," and they like yell at each other. Like Kiwi is always leaving packs and then had a little fan club following him around. Cinnamon used to do that quite often too. And Cinnamon, I don't know if you're watching, but I hope your studies have gone well. And that is what is so rewarding for me. Like Miss Rose, I'm not sure if you've been able to catch up on this because I know you're very busy with your family, but that I have all these personal names that still come into my mind makes me feel like there's a bigger reason to continue on with our stories and adventures the way I do, and with the spirit that we do, because there's a community here to take care of. And doing Vlogmas has really given me that sense again, because it's so nice just to slow down now and then. YouTube's not really made for slowing down anymore. It's made for speeding up and for jump cuts and stuff like that. But it's really rewarding to have this again. So thank you guys. I really love it, and I cherish it more than any of the numbers that the analytics might say, or any idea of what other people might define as success here on this platform. For me, it really is just knowing that there is a place for everyone in our community, and that there is a way for people to just have something that soothes their heart and doesn't just ramp them up. Because that's what I look for on YouTube. I'm kind of obsessed with studio vlogs from small independent artists right now, and I am mildly fearful that I'm about to become a patron of like a bazillion people because they all have the cutest art, and it's just really, that's what I look for, is that kind of, that calm, that place to call home, I guess. And I'm glad that that can be this for so many of you guys. But alright, I have rambled enough, and I also squealed earlier about a whole bunch of the other projects going on. I didn't even get a chance to talk about it yet, but tomorrow, friends, is going to be the day that Red Lantern, which was one of the funnest and biggest series that we had last year about a sled dog team, that is going to get a huge update tomorrow on December 8th. And it's going to be released on Switch, it's going to be released on Steam, it's going to be updated so that you can visit with your dogs at the cabin. There's going to be a Christmas update. I suspect it's going to be a very busy, fun day. And that also means that it is hopefully going to be the perfect time to dovetail one of my favorite Sim stories, because we have our Sled Dog Saga Sim series. Sim series. Oh my gosh, that is such a tongue twister of all those words to smush together. And I really want to play that again too. And I feel a little bit nervous because I am technically behind on a lot of series, and I'm trying to keep ahead on Vlogmas. But I just feel so much more grounded right now than I did a week ago before I started Vlogmas, because I just keep telling myself what we've talked about here. It's not about being perfect, it's just about being able to find the joy in the journey. And that feels good. So tonight, I think I'm going to get to work trying to record a few of the other series to get them out of the way so that we can dive into the updated game, and so that we can adventure with some of our Sims tomorrow. And I will be speaking to you guys about all of that in our Vlogmas tomorrow for sure. But alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye guys!